Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. Well, we're going back to Venus, and I'm going to try finishing up that rocket today. Hopefully without too many distractions. I think essentially the only thing we're missing with the rocket today, right now, is the fuel. So I got to get that going and figure out how I'm going to handle that. Always seems to chug right there. Interface, come alive.
Cognition critical.
Time for me to come alive.
Cognition low.
Pick it up. Okay. Alright. Before I forget, I really should put a meter on this. Okay. We don't have any. I have the monkey. I already have the monkey. I am the monkey. Ah, I'm down on the frames. I am virtually running out of potatoes, so I guess that's not too surprising. But let's just try flipping this around and see what happens. Hopefully I don't blow up the canister. So that would be... That'd suck. Well, you know what? We're going to play that game. Just going to... Can we just... No. Alright, let's come... Yeah, there we go. Monkey. Just pump all the water out of this tank. Should be moving a little faster, but hey, whatever. We'll put that back where it needs to be. Or where it was, maybe not where it needs to be. And once this is empty, we'll flip it around and we can chuck more liquids in it for drinking. Let's see, clear my throat so I can do this.
There is no monkey, only Zool.
Alright, I'm going to call that good enough. Pretty close. I am a potato. There we go. Flip around. Correct direction. Put this on. It's 1 liter, right? Okay. I don't want to overpressurize this. Okay, good. Last thing I need to do is blow up a water canister in my face. Could be worse things, but holy crap, this is hot. I just realized how hot that is. I can't put that in my drinking water. It's not even technically water at that point. Well, I guess with those pressures it could be. We're all gas! Okay, well I guess that means I gotta wait for it to cool down. But we can install this and get it prepared for when I need to fill it up. What we got? So 122, we're gonna be cooling that. I have no steam, so... Okay. Right. Well, good news is I'm mostly hydrated, so we can do a little rocketry. I don't have the laptop with me, so I can't fix that right now. That is on the list. I have a problem with my centrifuge. Flip-flops between on and trying to empty, and otherwise. Okay, alright. Switch again. Bring my goodness. I need a heavier mouse. Cripe. It's a little more resistant to moving. Okay, top you off, top you off, top you off, top you off. Okay, red. Corner. Alignment. There. Is 5 going to be good enough? I probably can't. Alright. Perfect. Oh, wow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, just one. There we go. We have lines. Okay. Labeler, we're going to need that. We're going to name this O2. And name this CH4. Okay. We've got I heard a pipe sound, sounded like it was hurting. Okay. We got that. We are going to need a chip, and oh, we do have a switch. So this is for the umbilicals. I should probably print some signage out. I have single sign. Single sign on. Ha ha ha. Just cruising for a bruising. Sign. Don't ignore the signs. Iron? Where did I shove my iron? I shoved my iron over here. That'll be the last one out. Ow! It hit me! Mom, he hit me. Okay. Alright, so there's 10 signs. I don't need that many, but... Alright. Oh! I could. Sign, sign, sign everywhere. So this is hopefully the correct direction. We're going to see. Power. Nope. Crowbar. There. Oops. No! Give me my labeler, especially since it's on. Power. There we go. Here's your sign. Yeah. Oop. Crap. Picking up the wrong stuff. Oh, that's actually in the correct orientation. And now, is there a 3? No, of course there's a... So this is fuel. Fuel, umbilical, power, umbilical. Hopefully that's obvious enough. Then... since they did rework, am I killing the power in this game too? No, not since they did the rework on the terrain update. Solar panels now on Venus provide a lot more power. Used to be a major problem I had. Although, I don't know, a couple weeks ago I clipped the wire to my solar tracking array. So I did kill the power quite a bit, actually. Alright, I need to dump off my hefty walls and hefty sheets. My hefty smurf can just stay right here. Alright. I don't... Well, you know what? Actually, since I don't have the pipes here, I am going to put them down here. I think they're in a box somewhere, but I don't know where I stuffed the box. I hate when I forget where I put things. Geometric wall. That can go right there with the rest of them. And plastic sheets. That's not what I meant to do. Fine. Fine. Okay. Signs for now. Sign of the time. At least you're not dying to oxygen depletion. And you were a dumbass for cutting the cord. Yes. Yeah, I actually have an overwhelming supply of oxygen at the moment, so that's a plus. Wasn't always the case. Okay, grab this. Oh, right. I need a housing. Whatever. Split one. Switch these out. And then set that there. Set that there. Grab the laptop. Let's do a little programming. So this is going to be real simple. We're going to read this sensor, try to mix molar weight of these two to a certain pressure. Clear. Clear. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, so this will be the pipe analyzer. Or the pipe analyzer. And then we're going to have a hash for the pumps. Structure volume pump. Also going to put in here for a turbo pump, just in case I decide that I want to use that. Because it depends on how quickly this fills up. But I don't have an unlimited size reservoir on this side, so I think it'll be fine. I don't need to define the name hash for this. Alright. So first things first, we are going to set all the pumps on equal to 0, so we're going to turn off all the pumps if they happen to be on. And we're going to load the sensor, turn that on. I don't know if I want to adjust the volumes. I don't know. So yield at the top, jump back to main there. So first, let's alias pump enable altogether is going to be R0. Demand O2, demand CH4. So I want to figure out how we want to do this. So first we're going to load batch register 15 from the sensor, and I want to read the pressure. I guess maximum actually probably would be the better. If there happens to be another sensor on the network for some reason. I don't know why there would be, but I want to read the maximum pressure. Okay, so branch greater than. We're going to do some defines here. So we're going to define max pressure, and I want this to be, for the fuel system, I want it to be low enough that I don't have to worry too much about noise. So we're going to branch if A is greater than B. So R15 is greater than max pressure. It's going to be shut off. And then shut off, I think it'd just be cleaner to handle it from here. It's going to be set batch H pump. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to have it reinitialize because that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off the pumps and well, I don't need to test that the sensor's on, but I mean, the code's already written. Why reinvent the wheel? So, I don't have a way to back the pressure off if I need to. But let's see now. Set greater than, or set less than. If R15 is less than min pressure, set R15 if, set R14 if R15, register 15 is less than minimum pressure. Let's do 10 megapascals. I think, problem is I don't want to overload the system with one type of gas over the other, but if it's less than 10 megapascals, I want it to turn both pumps on. So at this point, pump enable. Maybe? You know what? No. Hang on. Pump enable is going to be the master enable. So if it's less than maximum pressure, then that's fine. Okay, set less than R14 if R15 is less than min pressure. Okay. Now we're going to load batch R15H sensor. Ratio oxygen. All right, set less than. Okay, so demand O2 if R15 is less than 0.33, because there would be 1 to 2, yeah, so. Yeah. Okay, load batch R15H sensor ratio methane maximum. Set less than and demand CH4 if this is below that. Now it'll never be a perfect ratio. No. Hang on. Set a ratio by, oh. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Nope. I should do this at the mole level, because I don't know how ratio is. That might be volume. Volume over molecular. So. So, okay. So pressure. Pump enable, R14, minimum pressure. Screw it. If it's, I'm assuming 0 would be 0, so turn them both on. And then flick them around. So pump enable. Yeah, so we'll do an and after this, but pump enable. Okay, so we're gonna look at load batch R15 is gonna be H sensor. Total moles. Alright, this is gonna be R14 moles. Oxygen moles? Moles oxygen? Oh. Alright. Analyzer. What do we have for data points? Ratio, ratio, ratio. I guess I have to do it on ratio. Total moles. That's a good question. Alright, well, hang on. Let me confirm what we got here. Let's see what our atmospheric composition looks like. Okay, so we got 192, multiply that by, divide by 0.615, right? So that should be total moles. So I got about 312 moles of current. So if I do 192 subtracted, that's 120. Okay, okay. All right, so I guess the ratio is molar. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, that's good information. So I can go back to how I was doing it. Because as long as I maintain that ratio, that's all that matters. Not necessarily the moles. Or, yeah, I think that'll be fine. Won't be picture perfect, but it'll be good enough. Okay, so back to here. So I go by the ratio and just make sure that the pressure is where it needs to be. And this probably is going to flick back and forth between the two while it goes up. And that's probably fine. So, set less than. So demand and demand. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to and R15. It's going to be demand O2 and pump enable. Set batch name. Device hash is going to be the hash of the pump. Name hash is going to be O2. On is going to equal R15. We're going to do the same thing here with the methane. And we're going to set H pump hash CH4 on R15. We can copy this line and do it with a turbo pump as well. And if it doesn't exist, then it doesn't matter. It'll just continue on. So turn on the volume pump, turn on the turbo pump, or off, depending if either the pressure is over and pump is no longer enabled, or the demand is there. So I don't actually need minimum pressure because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to set this low. Just for starters, export that. Okay, whatever, I need to put the chip in. I'm actually going to drop the chip right here where I can actually do something with it. Because if I don't put it there, it's going to be behind the window and I would actually have to pull the glass pane off to get to the chip. And that's a pain in the butt. Okay, so. This is just a little precautionary. Just in case I need it. Alright. Right. We're good. Flip it on. Boom, both on. Boom, boom. Okay. Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. You know where I said that it's never going to hit that balance? Apparently, somehow, really? It managed to hit that? Crap. Okay. Less than or equal to. Or maybe I need to... set less than. Maybe that's what I need to do. Wait a minute. Didn't that change I just made? Oh, did I forget to... Oh, dumbass. Forgot to write the changes. There we go. There we go, so this will take it all the way up. There we go. And my oxygen pipe has so much more pressure, that's why it runs and bursts, and the methane is pretty much just running. So, yep. I like having the Google icon right there to look at. So this is about 3 times the capacity of the fuel tanks in my rocket. So that should make a fill up relatively quick. Now, yeah, let's go ahead and flip on the umbilical. And let's take a look at the pipe analyzer. Volume is 640. Okay. Alright. Might have to go take a look at that because... Oh, wait, hang on. Somebody, the dumbass, and forgot to hook up the rest of the way. What am I... Did... Huh? Umbilical for gas. Did I? What the heck did I do here? Oh, really? I can't get in there either. I can't get to that, I don't think. Well, whatever. It should be plugged in now. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Pipe analyzer. Alright. Okay, Let's try that again. Do I have to pump it? Okay, I might have to pump it. Let's see what I'm looking at over here. Flush. AC on.
Oxygen critical.
I forgot to flip the...
Critical.
Oh, I know what it is. Whoa! There we are. I know what it is. Because I forgot to turn the sucker on. Literally, I forgot to turn it on. Ay, ay, ay. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Not like I don't say it like a million times at work over there. Well, of course I restarted. Oh, you just logged out. How about we restart the computer? Sorry. Okay, off, and then on again. So now... Okay. What is going on here? That is open, right? Umbilical gas, open, right? So if I do that, it should. Do I have like a misalignment or something silly going on? I don't know.
Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Low pressure.
Oh, well. Huh. I wonder why it's not getting any gas. I wonder. Ugh. Somebody's dumb. I have some pipe. You know what?
Waste tank caution.
Actually, I'm going to take these. I'm going to swap that out right now. I got to crack that window. That is where I've got... Okay. I actually don't know where exactly I have the fuel line set. But I'm going to put it... I put it right along the line? I think I can get away with that. And do that. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. We're almost ready to blow up. I mean, fuel up. Well, I shouldn't need that, so. Depressurizing. Okay. Alright, I think that's actually where I was going to stop it. Alright, here we go. Bam.
Hydration critical.
Okay, there we go. Three megapascal in the rocket. Okay. So it may pay to actually pressurize and load it in to the rocket. It may pay. Alright. I suppose we can eat, drink, and be merry while we wait. Or attempt to eat, drink, and be merry. I forgot to fix that, or put that window back together. Somebody's a noob. Well, just managed to fill up. You got that valve off, right? Oh, okay, good. There we are. And 3% is not going to be enough. No, that's not what we want to do. I won't. Oh, I gotta make some flour. Okay. I'm in a friendly mood. Friendly. I probably should see about making something besides bread, but bread's so nice. One loaf of bread like lasts me 7 in-game days. Okay. Okay. There we go. Give me a loaf of bread. Loaf 'em. Loaf 'em around. Might as well get clean while I'm at it. I am already clean. Shove a whole loaf of bread in my face. Okay. Available scanners. Do I have to have something in the air? I wonder. Rocket scanner. It was already on. Okay. All right. Ratio's kind of almost there. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. Kind of wonder. I need to do a test. Okay. All right. We have no location set. So we can do a dry fire. So here's our mass, dry mass. Oh, so it's fuel mass, okay. So we need to know what we're dealing with here. Whew, scared the crap out of me. Alright. That could be a problem. What am I looking at here? Is this particle effects? Oh, the door is currently on fire. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. The door is currently on fire. Well. Who could could have saw that coming. Okay. Light the door on fire! Okay. Good to know. Maybe I'll pop that just in case. Just in case I blow a hole. Alright. I need to swap out these tanks for one. Okay. So I may need to consider a different door. Something that is fire resistance. Sorry, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Fire! Why is that so... Did that not run? What? I swear that last time I threw it in there. Whatever. Okay. Hang that up. Alright. Well, we tested it. Suppose... If that's the only thing that took damage... Why am I even over here? Oh, yeah, because I was trying to switch this out. I'll swap you out. A couple megapascals of... Megapascals. Couple kilopascals of gas isn't going to bother me. I mean, the door is no longer on fire. I think I can actually get through it. I will put this on just in case.
Temperature critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Low pressure.
To see what it takes to repair it. And see what else is was damaged. Okay. 92% damage. That's impressive. Okay. Looks like the door was literally the only thing to get damaged. Okay. You were damaged too, so that's no Beano. Wonder if I put a blast wall in or something. Okay. All right. Or if I actually mole man a cake. You know what? Maybe that's what I need to do is mole man a little bit of... Yeah. We'll try that. Be like a real Cape Canaveral or something. Hey, Tuber. Welcome in for the lurk. I just set my door on fire with my first ever rocket. Should have known. Yeah, a bunch of nickel. Okay. Rocket Man. Okay. Oh, I forgot to finish things up, but I think we're doing okay here. It's a jalapeno on a stick. It's a spicy one. Okay, so I got some repairs to be going on here. First off, yeah. I don't have enough of the heavy cable, for one. So let's go deal with that real quick. So, we tested the rocket. It worked. Lit my door on fire. And damaged the area power controller. So let's print off a couple stacks of the heavy cable. Heavy cable. $100. Bam. Get the party started. Really need to make a vending machine for those. Okay. So we do need our plastic sheets so we can repair the door. I don't think I can do anything to repair the area power controller, but I mean, as long as we don't damage it much further, we'll probably be fine. So yeah, so the door was on fire. That's great. That door was closed too, so... Well, that's actually probably a good idea that that door was closed. If that door wasn't closed, then probably would have burned up a lot more in here, so... Good to know. Good to know. 18 ought to be enough. AC's on, so let's just go outside. Wait, something... maybe I just saw the red light on the cycle. Okay. Alrighty. Yoink that. Oh, the battery is also damaged. I mean, it kind of makes sense, because, you know, they're one and the same, but... You know what? Whoa! Hello. Okay. That in there. Hopefully this will be outside the range of the splash zone, so to speak. Go down. Why are you on? Go. That should be sufficient. There we go. Okay, what else? Did anything else take damage? I mean, these are designed to be out here, so they should be fine. Okay, let's do another fire test and see if I light the door on fire again. Okay, AC off. And that. Maybe I need the fire extinguisher. Nah. Okay. Alright, do we try it again? Okay. Yep, on fire again. Okay. If I do this. So my door gets lit on fire each time. Okay. Well, that's the kind of stuff you need to know. So I may actually need to put a better door there. Oh, the G. Whittakers. %. Okay, so actually vacuuming it works pretty good for. Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back from the ads. So, yep, my door was still on fire, even with the tunnel. I probably should have figured that out, but yeah, whatever. Okay, so problem is I don't know how fast it goes through the fuel to get where it needs to go, but whatever. Might be fun. Okay. Alright. I need to check on the APC that's outside.
Critical. Oxygen critical.
15K of fuel is the minimum I launch with.
Low pressure.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Now let's see. Is this? Hey. Why? 13%. So that I think that took. Well, I don't know if that took damage or not. To be honest. Actually, the AAPC itself doesn't say anything about having damage. So. Okay, so that did not get damaged. My door did get set on fire, which is, I mean, not really surprising if you consider the proximity here. Oh, good. Okay. Connected to, yeah. Alright, awesome. Okay, we're almost there. I mean, at least I do have a quick way of putting the fire out in this door somehow. I mean, it makes sense that vacuum puts it out, but the problem is it's not vacuum on both sides, so the other side should be on fire, but whatever. So, how much fuel do I have? I got 1K. 1K, and what are we at pressure-wise? Okay, so I'm going to have 10K of fuel. This is just for literally a scanner. Ah, there we go. Also nice number to know. I should pressurize it, but I don't have any fuel in my mixer right now. Speaking of which, oh, nice that I left that on. We got enough here. But I should prepare some more fuel. Which I think the easiest way to do that would be to either let this evaporate off. Or I thought if this went too hot, it would also decompose into methane. So what I could do is put a little purge valve on. Purge valve? That's right. I wanted to... I think I wanted to purge... Ah, good. Basically an empty box. I can make use of that. I do... I thought I had all my regulators here, but maybe I don't. Or maybe I used them all up. That were in here. That's a possibility, too. Yep. Okay. I like how I've been using my maintenance tunnel more than the regular, because I can bypass the airlocks. So I really should put some kind of automatic door with a logic in there. I wanted to come here for... the regulators. There we go. Okay. So if I had the fuel, I could launch. It wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Purge valve. Okay. It's one singular insulated liquid pipe. Which, ironically enough, is all I need. Now this is kind of encroaching on the hydrochloric acid, but this is gas. This is this will be fine. I'll do that. $78. Let no stupid happen. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Okay. Oh crap. I mean, this is pulling literally the gases out, so... making this vaporize. Okay. Alright. I can live with that. Just need more... more pipes. You know what? I'll do this. Sometimes I feel like... Now... I actually think I should dump this straight into the waistline. So maybe it would have been better to put it like right here. Maybe that's... That's there. We'll leave it there for now. Just go grab some red pipe and... probably print off some more, because... yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Insulated pipe. And since I know I go through so darn much of it, that we need, you have the silicon. There is some silicon down here. Now we have enough. I say 200, so that's a bunch of steel. Okay, good. Alright, so we do have... Yep. A little bit here, a little bit there. Stay a while, listen. Digital valves, all sorts of fun stuff. That ladder that needs to go back in its freaking spot before I lose my mind. There we go. I don't have to use my jetpack anymore through here. I can't drag a tank through there. That's the only disadvantage to that. 3 sheets. Go with these 4. Alright. Clean it up a little bit. Logic switch. Oh, hey, look, frames. Logic switch. Processor, housing, I/O, memory. Okay. Oh, I've got a box right here. Ah, phase change devices. You know what? The box of pipes might be upstairs in the room. Okay, so I did hook up a fuel mixer and test the rocket, so that's good. Rocket IC, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I don't need that much pipe, so I could actually just run with what I've got here. What's our carbon dioxide constant? Got so much random crap in that pipe. That's funny. Yeah, that's probably because of the pressure and everything vaporizing. Oh, right. 1% carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. I do have to solve that little issue here soon. Okay, so what we're going to do is... Okay. So we're going to drop that. In this case. Pop this straight 10. And 3. Okay. And the pressure here is pretty low, so that's fine. Okay. Grab this, that. Grab that. There we go. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? Let's set this to 65, see how it goes. Okay. Let's look at centigrade temperatures. I could also cool it down pretty far this way too. If I take it down to 25, nice and chilly. So that should cool this down. I think that's how that's gonna go. Yeah, so we are evaporating now straight into volatile. really know why the temperature's going so high. But that's alright, doesn't matter. We'll load a little bit in here. Now, I could actually probably fit a couple more tanks into the rocket with a little bit of creative noodling in there. Yeah, okay, so here's the box, and there's all the colored pipes. Okay, yep, that is exactly what I thought. Logic switch. Got that. Huh, figured I would have had a little bit more up here, but I don't. Okay. Alright. Stuck on things. Fall out of the sky. Go drop this off. Got an empty cardboard box that I wanted to use. Well, could have used for the rocket, but it's fine. Switch. Bam. Boom, boom, boom. So that. Can't hurt to have a second copy of the colored pipes. Yeah, insulated pipes. Insulated pipes and insulated utility tanks. Of course, this is going to take bloody forever. Unless I could actually look for a gas trader and see about picking up some methane. This at least ought to be full. Yeah, well, it was last time too. Star. Okay. Jalapeño on a stick is not a fool. No. Okay. Going good. Alright, let's see. Next thing on the list, since I'm kind of in a holding pattern, let's go over and take a look at the centrifuge and fix that particular code. Okay, so you can see that it works as is. When it gets empty, it empties out, and then all that fun stuff. However, when it gets to the state where it's full and needs to dump its contents, and there's stuff on the input, it goes into a flip-flop, flip-flop, flip-flop. So, oh, I forgot to import. That's very important. Important. Okay. So sorter needs to be on, fermenter room at vacuum, fermenter needs use. Recycler need, centrifuge needs to be on. Okay, so here is where we need to, it's occupied, set greater than 0, equal. Okay. Now, we also need to know on an open R13. Okay, let's centrifuge dump, right? There's one. So we're going to centrifuge dump. So that's where this is. Huh. This will close it. Maybe I actually need to move this down. I think that might be it. That might be all I need to do. I wish you could take multiple lines. Or use some kind of like Emacs macro to move stuff down. Okay. Needs to be empty. Open. Needs to be on. Let's just see if reordering the code is all that it needs. Not quite. Not quite. Evening, Balin. How are things? So far, I've done a couple test fires on my rocket and successfully lit my door on fire 3 times total. Maybe it was only 2. Medieval Dynasty. Nice. That's not too bad of a... I used to play a little bit of that with some friends, but then they got busy and had other things going on. Alrighty. So we're doing a flip-flop here, flip-flop here. Needs to be set, needs to be roared. No, actually, branch equal to 0. R13 resets, centrifuge open. R12, actually get rid of this. Maybe, okay, so hang on. I go to automating an electric centrifuge. It's already automated, I'm just fixing the problem. Because there's 2 things. I added a new piece of code. So originally this thing was just running and running and running. And I inserted a piece of code so if there was nothing in the input, it would just dump everything and sit idle. But that makes a little bit of a flip-flop situation when it actually is, when it has stuff at the input and it needs to dump. So I need to carefully consider here. So if it's empty, set greater than, that's our 14. So he's needs to set, needs to reset. And if 13 or 14 equals 0, then no action is required. So we branch back to main if it doesn't need to be set or reset. Reset actually... Sent check. Set equals 0, so if R13 is 0, we invert it. Oh, we're inverting it literally here. And R13 or 14, 1 would be 0 or 14. Okay, and that is for opening the door. That is a good question here. So, at this point, we know we need to, well, we literally know what we need, either open or close. Oh, actually, this is, no, wait, no, this isn't good. This needs to jump. Let me move this up here. So it's just going to go through this loop, maybe with a yield. until it's ready. Should know this because of the comments up higher. I could do a branch relative, but I'm not going to in this case. So set or reset. If it is in between this number. Oh, hang on. Probably what I should do at this point is maybe at this point just do this. Branch greater than. Branch to line C. So if R15 is greater than 390, open centrifuge. Put that here for we just jump. Yeah, I think this is what we need. Oh, hang on. Okay, so yeah, so in this case, we're going to set batch, we're going to enter, or we're going to open it and jump back. That's fine. Reset, we're going to branch less than, right? It's less than 5. I want to jump to sent item check. Then otherwise, hang on. It's a little bit clunkier, but branch less than, what if I just let this fall through? Branch greater than, if it's greater than 5 at this point, oh, hang on. How do I want to do this? Branch greater than this, open sent, and what we're going to do here is set dump centrifuge. Centrifuge jump. Centrifuge dump, that's the name. That's where I probably need to set this flag. Set this flag to 1. Just made a latch program personally. Yeah, well, it was a latch set, SR latch, but then I introduced the item check for the if there's something in the input slot or not. So in this case, we're setting it, open centrifuge, and there's the latch. Branch. Let's see, less than 5. Go to here. Otherwise,
Hydration critical.
wait a minute. Branch less than 5. Hang on. Set less than. So centrifuge dump. No. How do I do this? let's just R14. If our value of reagents is less than 5, set R14. So we know we're close to empty. If centrifuge dump is open and we are close to empty, then we will want to, okay, so we're going to AND those together. And then if R13 is set, that means that we were taking a dump and now we're empty. So at this point, we would then set not equals 0, right? Set centrifuge dump not equal to if R13 is not equal to 0. So this will continue to, it'll make it 1 until both of those conditions are true, and it'll clear it. So centrifuge dump will then, it'll be empty. Okay, branch. Okay, at this point, if not equals 0, centrifuge dump. So if we're still dumping, then we want to jump back to main. Gotcha. Let's do that. Otherwise, we can fall through here, and this doesn't even have to be labeled. Okay, and open centrifuge is the only thing because it does 2 things. All right, I think my logic is sound here. Har har har. Let's see. Still. I don't. Why are we flip-flopping? If we're being honest, why are we flip-flopping? Okay, so centrifuge check yield. Okay, so we load reagents, and let's just say this is 0. Branch greater than 390, not the case. Set less than, so in this case, R14 is going to be less than 5, so R14 would be true. R13, where the hell? R14 and centrifuge dump. Set not equal to 0. So first, okay, so this, in this case, R14 is going to be set. So R14 is true, centrifuge dump should be false. All right. And set not equal to 0. This not equal to 0 would be, this would be 0, so this should be 0. Branch not equal to 0, so then we fall into here. Occupied 0. Set greater than 0. So R14 would be 0. Set equals 0, so R13 equals 0, 1. Should be open. Oh, you know what?
Hunger critical.
Well, hang on. Centrifuge dump shouldn't even play into the equation because that's just for this loop. Why am I struggling with this? All right, let's go eat and drink. I'm gonna have to transfer some water here soon. Or is this some weirdness going on? Okay, not a full drink, but because I've got those coolers upstairs that are flip-flopping too. That should 51 and 52 are redundant. Let me take a look. '51 and 52. These are they're opposite actually. Now, if the slot is occupied, it is both not equal to 0 and greater than 0. Yeah, so equals 0. So, okay. Load slot occupied into R15 greater than 0. So if it is occupied, R14 should be set. If it is empty, then R13 should be set. And that's just for toggling on and off. And branch equals 0 to main. Wait a minute. This branches to main anyway, so that's not necessary. Branch not equal to 0. Okay, so probably what I need to do. Set DB setting 1. Set DB setting 2. Let's see where it. This is gonna slow it down a little bit, but it's for testing purposes. Export. Okay. 2. Now we're not flip-flopping. We are not flip-flopping now. Did I forget to export the code after I made the changes? Is that what it is? Huh. You know, I probably forgot to export the code. Maybe I've been chasing my tail. Well, let's give it a test batch. I don't think I've got 400 worth of biomass here, but we'll try. Okay, so we will throw this in the shredder. Okay, you fired up, so that at least worked. Okay. Alright. Let's see, these are probably 2... I could, yeah, let's just go ahead and grab what we can. Okay. All right. while since I guess that's going to cause a backup at some point. Those couple watts of power matter after, in a low power scenario. All right. What are we? How are we doing on volatiles? First off, how are we doing on alcohol? Yeah, the temperature's nice and cool. 0 degrees. Water power centrifuge, yeah. A little bit. Let's see. It can, what's its freezing temperature is 41 degrees centigrade, so we can go down. Let's go down to 9 Pascal or something. How about 10? There we go. Pull the temperature down in this pipe a little bit further. And then 150. I think that's a combination of the cold methane and the hot nitrogen from the atmosphere. I think that's how I'm getting that temperature. On Mars, Moon, and Vulcan, my outposts were water powered. Yeah, that would be nice. Actually, what are we doing here? We're doing fairly well. We are making a net positive, I think, on the... Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to switch out for turbo pumps on my fuel mixer, because I think... Well... Vulcan, I did not use the gas fuel generator, though. Yeah, I haven't played with any of the combustion stuff. Making fuels, well, if I had the infrastructure, like a Larry and or maybe even a Harvey, and a bunch of switchgrass, then I wouldn't actually have a problem at all. I don't have any turbo pumps? Kind of surprised about that. I can tell you H2O2 fuel is overpowered. Yeah. Oh yeah, I imagine. Yeah, you can't beat Infinite. NOS and Ozone are... Oh yeah, they're hot. But, yeah, again, Infinite kind of... Crikey. The stupid... I have to go over here and punch up the stupid... There. Now I'll be able to punch up a turbo pump. Turbo! Gold, copper, steel, and electrum. Okay, I'm just going to print off 5. Gold, copper, steel, and electrum. There's electrum. I have no idea where I just shoved that thing. Wow. Gold, copper. Gold and copper are in here. Give me my gold. I love gold. The fact I can get almost 13 kilowatts from a gas fuel generator at a cost of 4 kilowatts of infrastructure, I'd say it's worth it. Yeah. Definitely, you can't beat the free energy. As much as doesn't actually. Are we? Wait a minute. How? Again? Holy crap. Okay. Well, I guess since that's broken, it's a good time to... Oh, shit, Ed. Dang it! Okay. There we go. Wish there was a variant of the turbo pump that the stuff was all out of one port. Okay. Flip it this way. At least this way I can... Ooh, ooh, ooh. I was going to say I could reverse the flow, but that would be very bad. Be extraordinarily bad. Like, don't cross the streams, Ray. I don't know if it'd be worth putting a check valve in. Seems like it would be a very good idea to put a check valve in. Okay. This is O2. This is CH4. Alright, let's pull this back up. Import and then C edit. So I use a gas mixer. Things never go bad. It won't be a future issue. Okay, so this is this. There must be some kind of rounding going on because there's no way. Fine, we're going for suboptimal here. There should be no possible way that these are ever both off at the same time. What? What? Oh, dumb shit. I know why. It's a safety I built into it because I was doing testing. Wham. Dumb. Well, the safety worked. You know, okay. Let's make sure we stay... There. Try to keep it as... I don't know if that's good or not. Bam. Where's the freaking rounding here? And this is at least maintaining a pretty close balance there. The fact that the O2 is actually now struggling to keep up. Pretty close. Welcome back from ants. If I extend the umbilical now. Yep, there we go. We are pumping. Okay. Temperature's kind of creeping up, but not too bad. Welcome back from ants. Ooh, okay. Oxygen. Yeah, I thought maybe it's just for me and not everybody else. I thought that I had something pop up, let me know when there are ads, but I guess must not let everybody else know. So that's a misinterpretation on my part. I apologize. Alright. So this is going, that's good. I'll leave. Oh, hey, we got a storm coming in. Cool. Alright. Yeah, okay. Slap these things down here. Boom, 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 boom. Go. And regular volume pumps, we'll throw that there. Turbo pumps. Digital valves, liquid analyzer. I gotta put the liquids in another tank, I think. Or just a thing. Another thing. Should probably put a chest somewhere for all this stuff. Sidetrack found out tanks can have terapascals. Terapascals, huh? Interesting. Wonder how quickly that overpressures them. Or maybe they don't care. That'd be kind of funny. Okay. Alright. Yeah, my big concern is how big the explosion is when this goes south. If this is going to be a problem. Took longer than I thought, but the fireball after that took a long minute. I betcha. I bet. Airtight and almost undamageable. The original mill marshal blew about short of a pocket-sized singularity blinking into the local space-time frame, there is effectively no limit to the pressure these blast doors can contain, ideal for constructing airlocks in pressure-sensitive environments. Now, if I can open it and connect it to my... I might do that. Is that made from pit blast door? Comes from... oh, copper and steel is all it is? Heck yeah! Now, if I can just attach that to my advanced airlock, that would be good. Blast door. Oh no, because that's all I need is the one on the outside. copper and steel. There's some steel. And the copper is going to be in here. Just got to remember to throw the steel and that and that back in. Hey, get in there. Copper. I'll think about it. Hello. Insulated utility kit. 10? Yeah. There we go. Glass door. Okay. And a bunch of steel sheets. I think I can handle that. Test glass door up to 20 gigapascal. Well, I just need to make sure that it doesn't catch fire. That's my big concern. Which hopefully doesn't. And you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'm always a little bit concerned when I do something with the airlocks. Just hoping that it doesn't contaminate. I'm going to close this door just in case that is the case. Just in case that's the case. Actually, I'd rather have that. Rather have that. Okay. Alright. Okay, rocket exterior. Splash sheets. I need a crowbar. Oh. Hand drill. And a wrench. Okay. Blast door. Placement is blocked by insulated pipe corner. Okay. That is unfortunate. That means I'm going to have to divert. But, whatever. What? Yeah, it's not where a door goes. Okay. Alright. Enough of these crazy placements. There we go. By insulated pipe corner. Oh crap, what's that? Huh. Okay. I go at the top then? Alright, well, let's see what we got. Blast door. Okay. Alright, so that does mean that I need to... guess be like that, and hopefully we can go out the... Okay, so go through the top. Maybe? Well, oh no, I already plopped it in. Oh, okay. I already put that in. My vent did not go blowing away. That's shit. Is that cable? Alright. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Rocket exterior door. Rocket exterior vent. There we go. We have a rocket exterior door. Rocket exterior vent. Okay, that's a little strange. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Which is why I closed that vent, or that door, so good. Okay. Alright. Back there. Now, we're going to have to go get some more pipe to go through the other. Oh god. Spooky. Oh god. Did it again. Well, at this point, what's it matter? Can you freaking get... Piece of shit. How hard is it? I have now polluted the air in there twice. It's still... Okay, alright. This needs to go in the shredder. Piece of shit. Advanced airlock. Circuit board. 1. Electronics printer. We want iron, gold, and copper. Here's iron. And copper. And gold. Okay, print that off and it'll work. That'll go out to the... Yeah, look at this! Hydrochloric acid just sitting on the floor. Isn't that swell? At least at these temperatures it's liquid. That's quite a bit, actually. This would probably do a number on my lungs if I opened up my brain in here. Okay. Alright, give me my... Okay. Sensor. Okay. Rocket exterior door, rocket exterior vent, interior door, interior vent. Now this would suck on Vulcan. Okay. There we go. Let's test it. Goes this way. Bang! Slap me to the wall. Okay. Alright, you're doing your thing. Taking bloody forever because of the... Whatever. Alright. Okay, good. So, do I have an atmospherics kit floating around? Because I need to... Okay. Atmospherics kit. Need one of those. That's not enough gold. Or maybe it's enough gold. Just enough gold. Ay, caramba. Now I don't have enough for stellite, so I'm gonna have to stick to
Power low.
like a light or medium filter. Actually, let's turn the AC off. Hydrochloric. You know what? Let's just do filter. We'll do a medium filter. You know what? No. Hydrochloric acid. 1. And then pollutant. Pollutant filter. 1. There we go. There's that. Okay. Technically have... no. Ah, okay. Well, I guess I won't cheese it that way then. Filter. Throw in a pipe. Okay, vent. Active vent. I want one of those, but it's not going to happen because I don't have any gold. So let's go see if I can make some gold. I love gold.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, we're not too worried about that at the moment. Can't blow the airlock. At least not in this direction. I can blow it the other way. Come on. Come on. It's because I got hydrochloric acid in here. Oh, how sweet of you to still throw some of that over here. That's great. gold. Do we have enough gold? Shit, bad. Urgh. Always something. Technically speaking, I could steal these. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to steal these for now. I need gold. Fixed centrifuge, maybe, possibly. Hey, dum-dum kitty. Dum-dum kitty. Yeah. Instead of evaporating off that hydrochloric acid. Okay, we're going to have passive vent there. Now I'd like to pressurize this. Pressurize that in. And lots of pipe going out. I gotta be careful about that, so we're gonna go up here. At least up 3. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Ten. Alright, gets me started. Say don't get me started, but it just gets me started. Okay, so first things first. Gotta pop the window. Boom. Okay. And fuel. Fuel can.
Hunger caution.
Wait. It wouldn't let me put it. Wait, it would not let me put it in while the pipe was there. Oh, you know what? It was probably the other pipe that was in the way. Probably wasn't even that pipe. That's probably it. So this is outdoors. I need another passive vent. Yes, I do. But at least I'm outside now. Okay. Need another passive vent. And then we're good. Jeez. Makes me jump every time. Door's so noisy. I should probably do a test and see if I set the blast door on fire. Oh, is that? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait, I got gold. I've got gold. Shoot. Turn you on. Heh. Gonna turn it on. With a screwdriver. Vent. Passive vent. I need a passive vent. Not an active vent. I need a passive vent. Not a scent. Passive vent. I'll go ahead and print off 5 because I seem to be going through more of these than I care to. And that'll go in there because that's where I stole it from. And that one will go in there. And then we can go through here. Okay, pass it out. There we are. Okay, we're now ready to dump out of there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Take the jacket off. Oh yeah, this will be easy to add a little bit more. Yeah, that worked real easy. We are dying of thirst. Go. Load that back up. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the fuel umbilical hooked up. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Successfully polluted the base. Successfully set my door on fire. Let's see if I can do it again. Let's get this figured out though. This is, I think, data, actually, not power. I think the next one's power. Okay, maybe I can squeeze in from this angle. There we go. Okay. Okay, hydrochloric. Pollutant. Okay, turn it on. Huh, I wonder why it doesn't have any power. Who tripped over the extension cord? Gosh. Go. Powered on, inward, go. Okay. There we go. Hopefully blowing a bunch of the hydrochloric acid out of here. Big room, so I see the pollutant dropping down. I'm a little worried about the hydrochloric acid. Maybe I need to store the rest in a tank. Maybe the rest needs to blow off into the, actually, the rest can probably blow off into the purple line. Pink line. Okay. So one thing I want to do is we are filling that tank here. I want to try this again. Okay. We lit off some fuel. I can't see that because it's there. Door is not on fire. That's what I was hoping. So let's go ahead and close that. Oh, that's a beautiful good flame now. Okay. All right. All right, I'm happy with that. We are loading up and lighting a match. And methane, I'm probably actually getting really low on my on that. Okay, eat and drink. I think that's probably where we're at with that. And this is running, trying to. Now, it's sucking the pollutant out of here for sure. The hydrochloric acid is staying in liquid form, so that is a concern. Maybe I need to install a liquid filtration? Maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah. I'll go eat, drink, be merry, and then grab this and throw it in the shredder. Okay. Hopefully you didn't. Okay, good. It did not blast a bunch of hydrochloric acid in here.
Health low.
Yeah, I know. Health low. Water bottles. Yeah, let's go deal with that. I was dealing with that. Let's see, no hydrochloric acid, right? Okay, yeah, we can cancel. Well, yeah. What's it matter? I got the basement light open. Water. How are we doing temperature-wise? Temperature-wise, we are drinkable. Good. Okay. Alright, turn you on. Shit. 12.2? That's like at maximum stress level. So we got that. Okay. Just in case that is overpressurized and I'm damaging it. Only 10% damage, so that's good. The damage was at least a slow burn. Okay. All right.
Hunger critical.
So I'm gonna pop that. Pop that. There we go. Topping off my water, my plants. All right, there we go. Now this is for me. Okay, I can switch this out. Okay, now we can drink. Eat, drink, and be merry. Drinking problem? I don't have a drinking problem. I drink, I get drunk, and I fall down. No problem. Okay, that's good. Let's empty out our waste tank because we've been abusing that. We have been abusing that. Maybe that's what it is. Probably change out the soup battery as well. It would make sense. Good. Good. Alright, we're a little bit closer. You're still processing. Ah, not quite there. There's one of them that's not there. It's probably right about there. Come back to it, and if it is, well, not ready to see it, then whatever. We missed out on one biomass. Okay, so that's like 150 in there. I do not want to throw my... You know what? I should actually probably make some oil. So let's grab some seeds. And now I want my soybeans. So we will replant the seeds. Okay, there we go. Make some oil. There we go. We are oiled up. Okay. And let's see. Sugar. I don't care about the sugar. Actually, why do I have so... Oh, you know what? Wait a minute, where are my cocoa plants? Really? Huh. Some dip doodle replanted sugarcane here instead of... What? Did I really do that? It's, whoa. Go ahead and throw that there. Grab my cocoa. And replant cocoa. Now that'll take bloody forever. Okay, well, it's time for a shower. My proximity sensor takes forever to kick up. Okay. Alright. Anything else? I don't really want to go through the hassle of the ferns, because they're a pain in the butt. 15... I mean, the wheat, I could use the wheat as a biomass. It's a little bit of a waste, but but you know, it's at the end of the day, it's more about overloading my loop here. Okay, so I gotta put the suit back on. We can blow the airlock going this way. We can't do it the other way around.
Oxygen low.
So we're actually low
Pressure.
hydrochloric. I don't know if this is actually moving at all. I got puddles over here. This is where that all condensed, but it's a lot less over here, but it's still liquid. Okay, so let's get a liquid filtration unit and put it in over there instead of the what I've got going on here. So liquid filtration, liquid filtration. Should be basically the same as, yeah, the other one. So let's turn this off. We'll pull this up. Not that. Okay. Turn you off. Actually, that'll work. Okay, and we have what? Hand drill. First step. Pull the pipes off. there. And we pull up the kit all together like that. Okay, snip, snip. Ooh. Huh. Yeah, because the liquid filtration, how do I get it into the pipe network? Yeah, maybe this is a little ridiculous, but this is temporary measures, right? All right. We're gonna put that that back up. Okay. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a volume pump here. Okay. All right. Let me cook. Let me cook. Go. I know I just undid this to come to the realization that I don't have a way of getting anything into a liquid pipe easily. I mean, I could probably do like a purge valve? Pressurant valve? Yeah, pressurant probably actually would have worked. But at what speed? That's the next... would have been my next concern. So, volume pump going this way. Can I... It means it's intended to be ugly, so I want to change it as fast as possible. And there's that. Let's pull this out. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go an extra step. Okay. Invert on. Turn this back on. Oop, 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 oop. Okay, there we go. So this should be literally oxygen, nitrogen, and CO2. Okay. And this is... why are you... whatever. That's the cool... oh, I was trying to put... oh, okay, yeah. I see what that is. Oh, let's turn the AC off, because we don't need it in here. Alright. Do I have another pipe meter floating around? I do. Slap one here. Just so I don't have to pull out the good old atmospherics kit all the time. What are we doing pressure-wise? We are not really there. I'm running out of methane. Running out of methane. So I almost need to put a pipe heater on the alcohol. Okay, how much fuel do I have? I mean, I'm getting up to the 15k mole. We're almost there, actually. three kilomoles. Mainly, I need 2 kilomoles of volatiles. All right. So this will eventually evaporate. Hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Okay, it's gonna get a little cold in here, but 6... yeah. Because right now we're running about 20, so once it gets below 30 kilopascals, it'll start evaporating. And then consequently cooling the room. But, how are we doing pressure-wise? Okay, 4 megapascals. Alright. That's reasonably acceptable. Excuse me. Choking on my own spit over here. Don't mind me. Get in the slot. Slotkin! You come over here. Feels like you should go over there. Alright. How many times can you pollute the base? Yes. Alright. Volatiles. Let's volatiles. Let's heater. Pipe heater liquid. I'm gonna go ahead and dump one of these on. Good. Just so I can put some heat into my alcohol. Heat up my alcohol so I can distill it a little bit further, yeah. Okay. So I got negative 26 degrees centigrade. I could actually use it as coolant. I have no idea how much that I'm actually dumping into this. I don't feel like it's a whole lot. You know what? I'm going to... Incoming ads, by the way. Going to radiator. Radiator. I'll blow it this way, that's fine. I'm sure I've got some. Not that. These in there. Medium radiator. Medium radiator liquid. Oh. radiator liquid going. Convection radiator. It's actually going to cool my air, which is fine. Or I should say it's going to heat my air. Gonna cool my air, gonna heat my alcohol. There we go. So you can see with the latent energy how much it is, yeah, 2.1 convected, 2.5 latent here, so that's the evaporation. Boom. Oh, yeah. I don't know where the... Actually, that's too... Yeah. We don't want to go too cold, because then we'll freeze. That causes a few problems, so... You're going to remove the heater from line, because it's not doing much. So, I'll actually use this for cooling. We'll cool this room off. I've really got to consider this as an option for a phase change cooling, because... Huh. Yeah. Okay. So we're dumping some cooling into the room, so that's good. Can even do a... Ooh. Well, I don't want it getting too hot, that's the problem. So this is limited to basically room temperatures. And if this had a little bit more... Well, you know what? I betcha. What's 50... let's say 10. Let's go up to 20 megapascals, or 20 kilopascals. That'll increase the pressure that's in here, so that should essentially let it convect more. Yeah. Okay. Yep, there we go. That'll help us blow off a little bit more. Okay, cool. It's actually really, really cool. So we're slowly getting methane. Maybe it'd be worthwhile to see if there's a gas trainer. Not really. Okay. Oh. Alright, we got some really low pressures in here, so that's good. We have evaporated most of the hydrochloric acid off the floor. So, mole-wise, we have reduced quite a bit of hydrochloric acid. There's actually more hydrochloric acid at the end. Well, I mean, that makes sense, but earlier it was all in puddles down there, so there was more down there. Cool. We're good. Love how the invar just rolled over there. did... My cat literally just opened up the garbage can. Cripe. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous, Jake. Okay, so we know that doesn't catch fire, so that's good. Battery... Or, oh, we got that. Yeah, we're still struggling with the... Here, actually, if I hide the interface... There we go, 128... Wow, 128 mole is all I've got in the network. Okay. Yeah, so I don't really have a good, yeah, short of pulling it off of, alcohol, I don't have a good way of, yeah. Okay, good to know. So maybe for the next time, possibly, maybe, maybe have a way of anchoring the Venus. I thought I heard like a crunch. That's just me. Okay, we got 1% hydrochloric acid over here. Actually, the whole area is 1%. So it's a good mix, that's for sure. You're got quite a bit in here. Actually, surprised you're. I feel like you're not actually processing anything. That's the. There we go. Slowly sucking it out of here. Right? What's going on? There we go. Hello, Word. Hey, welcome back, Balin. I don't know why that was acting funky. I was like right on the cusp of idle and active, where it was saying basically the AC shut itself off, but yeah, okay, whatever. We're almost clean in here. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if it is. I haven't really thought. No usage. I mean, it makes a fair coolant. It doesn't have much for latent heat, but it does have a pretty good specific heat for certain things. So that's about the only usage case I can think of, is that there is a range where it might work. Although the pressures aren't that great, so I don't know. I don't know if it's actually good for anything, but I am capturing it. Not in this particular case, but I did capture some. Okay, all right. Whoops. Let's close that down. Shut that down. I don't need both of these tanks sitting here. Okay. Should be. We're down to less than a kilopascal, except for over here. Yeah, that would be nice. Uh, to split well, yeah, I guess the hydrogen side off of the chloride. Pew. Poof. Okay. And in here, good. I don't have any hydrochloric acid because that was a concern. That was a concern. Good. Element. So let's take that off for a little bit. Okay. Let's check out our Trader Joe's. Void Vapors. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call them down. They are not going to have Silenol, but they might have some methane for me. Which I'll look at the prices and see if it's worth it. And what's the...
Oxygen low.
Oh, I see. I need a...
Critical. Oxygen critical.
I really need to put a nitrogen filter in my suit.
Low pressure.
For as much nitrogen as I have in my base, I need a nitrogen filter. Hello, Mr. 3x3. We have methane available. You have three kilomoles. Which, hey, I'll buy this for free. Here's some monies. It's high temperature, but that's doable. My only problem is that might be a little bit on the high. You know what? That's okay. All right. So that's really cheap. And then if I wanted to buy all, that's pretty cheap too. And that'll be cooler. Yeah. Let's boom. What do you want? Carbon dioxide from Venus. Yeah, I really need to start thinking about doing that. Oh, pumpkin pie. Maybe I should consider that too. Oh man, this guy wants a lot of... You know what? I can't... I don't know if I can do that, but I can do a lot of this other stuff. I might keep him around. That's, yeah, I'm going to leave him here. Okay, let's take a look at our pipe network here. Okay, that's what I was hoping. Did bring the overall temperature down to like 200. So now we have got some, yeah, 4 more kilomoles of methane, which is not enough. Or, I wonder... All right, Balin, thanks for stopping in. Have yourself a good one and sleep well. Okay, that's good. 96. Yeah. Dumping. Wait. What? Oh, okay. I see what's going on. So at these temperatures, I'm condensing the pollutant. Well, not at those temperatures. Temperatures going, oh yeah, because it's condensing out and raising the temperature. So we are, yeah, okay. This ought to be just about at vacuum. need to have something transmit to my suit too. Okay, we are virtually at a vacuum. We have 84 pascals of pressure in the far corner of the room. Okay. There we are. We're going up a little bit here. Once this hits 10 kilomoles, I'm going to go ahead and shut off the umbilical and call it good. And then Venus orbit, that's where I want to. Is that location info? Okay, yeah. Total points required to fully chart this location. I don't know what that means. But we're going to find out. So, we're slowly getting there. I want to launch this before bed, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Inward's very limited because there's basically no gas. Heh. 32 Pascal. Dropping slow, but at least it's getting... Oh, of course I had to think about it. Nah, it's even slower. So I think, yeah, I think I could actually just put a passive vent on that tank when I go to bleed it off. I'm actually going to do that with a valve. Yeah. And once we are completely at vacuum in here, we'll turn off that filter and flood the room and maybe blow myself across the room for comedic effect. So we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. I know I can. Oh, Lord. 14. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, so how's our mix ratio here? Doing good. Wait. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Payload, is that the fuel? No. I don't know what payload man. Oh, payload, that's the scanner and the scanner head. Okay. Yeah. The engine makes most of the mass. Actually, I could cut the fuselage weight virtually in half if I compressed it down. I think it could literally do one section. Be a very, very tight squeeze and might have to do things a little bit interestingly. But it's doable, I think. The bullet bill approach.
Hazard caution.
What I need to do is to see if I can find the like a volatile gas cloud, pull it in. So that's probably the first thing I do. Oxygen's no problem. Volatiles are a problem. So I'd have to have a way to debrief that. So I have to consider that. But I guess if I can get it up there and find enough. Actually, can you actually pull methane out of anything? Biomass, dummy. Yeah, that's right. I could go that route. If I, yeah, okay. Duh. Yeah, so I can set up the old arc furnace setup that I had before and burn off my biomass. That's what I need to do. Need to cook the biomass. Hmm. Come on. Come on, Cletus, come on. I mean, at this point, there's so little hydrochloric acid, it wouldn't be a problem. And I don't even, well, yeah, I don't even know if it would actually condense because there's so little of it. But it would not hurt my lungs because when I flood this room, it's going to be like infinitesimally small. I don't know if it would even like round out. But yeah, let's grab some cable, some cable, some cable. Actually, let's drop some of the stuff back off that we don't need. Whoop, it's over here. Volume pumps go right there. Door. I guess the door kit can go over here. Sensible. Brown pipe. Got brown pipe. Everybody's got pipe. Throw that there. Insulated. There. One glass sheet. Okay, looking good. Alright, come on. Down to a Pascal. We're almost there. We're almost there. And we are 1 kilomole of volatiles away from our for our goal here. So pipe analyzer, ooh, that's that's 300 Kelvin. So okay, so let's total moles, pressure, and temperature. I think that's really what I want to know about this. Maybe having the ratios up top would be good too, but I don't know if that is really required. Yeah, we're almost there. Battery. Actual power potential. Maximum and charge. And then power actual. Rocket avionics. Now, altitude. There's actually probably some pretty cool things here that would be, ooh, burn time remaining. That might be a good number. Thrust to weight. Okay. I think there's some really good information to have here and a lot of fun to be had there. So this, I don't actually need to pumped gas. Throttle? Why won't you scroll up? I don't know if there's anything else I really need to... Why won't you scroll down now? What is going on here? Anything else? Temperature, error, no, I don't think there's really anything else I need to know. So throttle would be good. Rocket scanner, I don't care. Battery, power, charge maximum. That might be good. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're almost to the point, which is probably a little bit more overkill, but that's what Tuver likes to launch with, so I'll use that as a minimum. So I have no idea how much I actually need to get there. And I'm going to do everything on the automatic setting to start, but there might be a case where I would do, what do they call it, a suicide burn. Basically plummet and then just crank everything at the last moment. Yeah, so we will go, let's go eat, drink, and be merry. Ooh. And maybe we'll have, looks like the hydrochloric acid actually rounded out, so that's good. Let's eat, drink, and be merry. And maybe we'll launch it and then call that the end of the stream. I should probably take a shower. Apparently being in a suit makes you stinky. So we'll take that off. Okay. Pop open. We are almost at vacuum, but we don't have any more hydrochloric acid. So that's good. So we're going to turn that off. Goes to nothing. This goes to nothing. So turn that off. Turn that off. And we're ready to crack open my face. Yeah. Jetpack critical? That was kind of interesting. How did I know that was going to happen? I just knew it. That's okay. There's my brains! Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, if I do this, it should squeeze a little more. I don't know. I don't know if it actually squeezes a little bit more or if it deleted that, but whatever. Okay. We do have a higher pressure in here when we started. Well, I guess that makes sense. And verify there's no hydrochloric acid. There is not, so we can take the helmet off. Good. Good. Now we can crack this open. And do a little pressure differential. We're good. Alright. Okay. That's good. And we are, you know what? That's close enough. Close enough to me, I think. Yeah. I think that's good enough. Good enough, good enough, good enough. almost thinking that it might be worthwhile to maybe take those windows out so I can have a better view. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know what it is. What would be better is to actually open up those frames. Might be able to see out a little better. Anyway, I think we should go ahead and select is that destination? That is our destination. So, target location, Venus orbit. We don't know for sure. Ready to go. We need to kill our umbilicals. Open up. Okay. I think we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and launch. Launch, launch, launch. There we go. We are going to attempt to launch. Get there in 40 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, we really got some nice acceleration going. Okay, so that's 400 seconds of fuel. Okay, we're in orbit. Oh, turned it off. That's good. I don't know why I turned the pipe analyzer off. Okay, rocket scanner? Chart. Or do I wanna... Oh, that's for the stuff around me, but I want to look at this. Location info for here. Oh, okay. Battery is at 98%. We launched into space with no big deal. Okay. Total chart points generated at this location. Nav points charted at this location. Yeah, okay. Ancient volcanic condensate. Hey, I think we got up to our desired pressure. I guess the pipe analyzer can get shut off. Okay. Yeah, so these are the navigation points. So we charted it. We're good. Dust cloud. Charted. Okay. Deploy. Alright. Okay, we're gonna let that sit there. Yeah, we're just let that sit there, and I'm gonna go take a look at our map interface over here. Now, hopefully, I don't have to be on the same subnetwork. You know what? I might have to be. So, do that. Okay, well, we'll check it out. Motherboard, and we'll try this. Rocket scanner. Okay, there we go. Well, I launched one. I did manage to. I had changed out my blast door, or my door for a blast door, so I didn't light it on fire when I took off. Rocket has no cargo bay to deploy from. Okay, so that's alright. So let's go idle, alright? So at this point, we're in orbit and we are mapping. Cool. Deep mine holes, huh? Oh, okay. Cool. Home. Plus minus. Alright. Okay. Well, it took me forever to figure out that... Ooh, God. Close. You gotta be on the same network. So, that is a little unfortunate. But, I guess it is what it is. Where are we? We are at 9:46. Dude, 9... $46. Nine. Gee whiz. So we're right about here. Right about the center of the map. Okay. I mean, I guess I should have estimated that from 9:46. So we are in Rose Valley. Right at the edge of this. So that's cool. Let's see. Nickel. Lead. Unknown resources, even though it's... okay, there's a hydrocarbon right over there. Okay. Nickel. What I really want is... okay. Alright. So my biggest concern at this point is battery. I used... actually, what I should have done was keep track of pipe analyzer. So I used like a kilomole to get up there. I'm going to estimate at least double of that to land. Interesting. Curved. Oh, okay. Interesting. Am I missing something? It's really slow going. Okay. Neutral here. Can I? Oh, cool. That's good. Interesting. Well, we made it. We made it. We are now scanning. I should frame this up for a screenshot or something. By the end of this, I just hope that I get someplace with iron in particular. Iron in particular. Ooh, right there. Peace Valley. Alright. Good to know. That one is one I wanted. Really bad. And then a hydrocarbon one. So iron is at 28,390. That's actually not too far away. And then coal is going to be at 82,317, and they might even butt it up to each other. So I might be able to make that into one outpost. And then the second thing, probably be nice to have. There's some more iron down there. Oh, that's pretty nice. There's some copper. That's way the heck over there. But copper is my next priority. I feel like green should be copper, but I don't know. Alright, well, we'll let that roll. Can I? Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me... If I turn that off... Assuming... Available skill enter for rocket scanners. It should stop working. Now let's see if I've got a gap in the data. Looks like it. Okay. Alright, cool. So that's kind of neat that there is some orbital mechanic going on there. Oh, that is beautiful. Iron, copper, and silicon. That's like everything I need. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to need is silicon. Okay. We'll leave that running for a little bit. And it's 91%. Doesn't really tell us... Oh, ratio. Cool. Charge. I'm going to throw that up on top as well. It'll be a good number to actually see right off. Analyzer. So, yeah, essentially, it's a low usage as you can get. Cool. That is awesome. And then, that's probably a good place to go for volatile. I'm going to guess. But we'll play the game with a mining rocket at some point. Yeah, I'm happy. I finally launched one. Look, Ma, no hands. Ooh, Prudence Valley has got some nice silicon over there, but that's kind of a ways away. So, all right, perfect, cool, awesome, sweet. Ah! And we depolluted the base, so that's an extra boon. Got a guy out there to make a bunch of food and sell to. All right, I'm happy. We're doing good. Great. Ooh. are we doing here? Wait a minute, what? Will never fruit. Why is... Why? Because I have no carbon dioxide? Could be a thing. Okay. Let's, turn you on. Turn you off. Turn you on. Need to dump a bunch of air so we can actually get some carbon dioxide in here so my cocoa can fruit. Wondering if that's what's having a problem, or if it's something else like the temperature. Cocoa minimum grow temperature is 21 degrees. Ideal grow temperature is much warmer. It wants to be warmer. That's the problem. So we could actually bring the temperature up on a couple of my air conditioners. I don't even have an air conditioner in that room. Over here, this one can use 25 as well. That'll work. I technically have a air conditioner in the other room, but that's
Oxygen low.
there we go. Oh, good. I'm glad that the temperature came down. So I forgot that I dumped a bunch of volatiles in there. At a relatively high temperature, too. Okay, so hopefully that will help me improve the carbon dioxide. Because in the other room over here, I am dumping carbon dioxide up to 100 kilopascals, so... So that'll work. Make a little vacuum here. Let's actually pop that in here. Vacuum the base as best as I can. Too far away. There we go. Good. Good. %, carbon dioxide. How's it in here? Pretty low. But at least the cocoa now has something to do. Except for the one that I killed off. So maybe that's another point. Fix base atmo. That's for next time. That is for next time. Yeah, you're pulling a vacuum. Pretty good. You're clearing out a couple of rooms, but it's alright. Oh, it's looking pretty. So I am going to have probably make a couple. Well, actually, that's not doing too bad. I'm not going to get the full pass, but I should be able to get enough information to at least get a couple of these places going. Can I? Oh, cool. I can just alt-click this a little bit nicer. So lead, patch carbon, nickel. Okay. You can make it work. How zoomed in can I get? So we are, what did I say? We were 640 or something like that? 640. Right about here is where we are. So 640. We got here Rose Valley, which is, I think, where we are. And I've been out, I think I've been out all the way over there. So there is that iron area right there, Peace Valley. So that's our next destination for sure. Can I get sucked through the window? Cool, I can.
Oxygen low. Oxygen low.
There we go. 1%. Whatever. It'll work. Let's eat, drink, be merry, and then go to bed. So we launched a rocket. Set our door on fire at least twice, maybe 3 times. Tried destroying the APC as well. We're marginally unsuccessful with that. Oh crap, I may have pulled too much of a vacuum on a lot of these plants. Minimum, oh, I guess they're probably pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, air conditioner? Yeah, there we go. This one over here, set to 25, that's set to 25. The only other place that's got an air conditioner is in the furnace room. That's set to 20, but it is isolated, so that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, so that will wrap it up for tonight. So that's great. Awesome. Got a rocket in the air. Didn't blow it up. We made it. And we now have a couple of points to go to set up a mining outpost. So I'm thrilled with that. So that, I guess we'll call it a night. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.